Welcome everyone to Star Renegades. This is a game that's been on my watch list for a little bit. They're very interested in how the game was and its art style and all that good stuff. And I decided, you know what, let's give it a try. And I already tested it out a little bit, just to get at least a handle on the gameplay and how it goes. And so far, it is amazing. It's a very interesting mashup of a lot of things. So we'll go through a new game here, do the tutorial, do it like it's a brand new thing, and go with that. Aw, those are cute. Over Narosh, a small force of mysterious raiders destroys the mighty Star Union Armada. The surviving starfighters attempt to regroup, pursued by the relentless enemy squadrons. Win! Answer me! Let me know if you're alive! I'm fine, Dav. Those enemy fighters are good. Really good. I'm lucky I managed to land in one piece. You get points for missing all those buildings. Ah, zub crud. I've got more of those fighters on my tail. Where are they all coming from? I landed by the train to Fort Garin. If I can get to the base in time, you can get those anti-aircraft guns on mine. My thoughts exactly. That'll be a nice surprise for these fighters following me. Great plan. I'll come you when I'm at the base. Over and out. So when I first started playing this game, my initial thoughts was that the graphical appearance here, it's very reminiscent of Octopath Traveler, if any of you played that for the Switch, and I think it's on PC. But if any of you have played Octopath Traveler, this feels very reminiscent of how that game is presented. I might not read all of these citizens' dialogues, but I'll leave them up there long enough for you to pause and read them if you want. Huh. Who'd have thought Narosh would ever be close to a fight like this? And right before tourist season also? I'll be ruined! Thank you for your service, ma'am. But could you please send someone to clear that smoke and wreckage? We have children here. Very thoughtful. I'm picking up some strange signatures on that train. Something tells me they aren't commuters. These raiders have ground troops too, then, huh? Let's see how they are at hand-to-hand combat. Prepare to meet my doom. I think you meant your doom. Never mind. This will be a cinch. I'll take him out with a cleave. So the combat system reminded me of an old game called Child of Light, and also of Octopath Traveler, where things were kind of time-based, and then there was a break system, and staggering, and being able to push back actions, which I thought was really cool. May be dumb, but I should probably hit him before he hits me. I'll recalibrate and crit him with the slash. So with this one, you're able to get critical hits on opponents if you hit them before their action, and then more things like that, and usually that can break them, or break their armor, or break their entire attack. I'll let the game do more explaining of that. That got his attention. I'll smash him with a hue to break him and stall his attack. Kind of combined voices there, sorry. I have a low voice, I can only do so many. Yeah, so staggering, if you're able to push them off the edge of the bar, staggers them and leaves them unable to attack. Time to end this. Slash should finish the job. Okay, I'm at the base. It's just what I thought. It's been hit with some kind of EMP. Well, at least the coast is teleported in. Union tech guys have been researching that for decades. How'd these guys do it? They may be more advanced than us, but at least we can take them out in a fight. Let's see how I do against this next one. Just remember your training, you'll be fine. Wow, I guess the Earth shifted enough to expose one of these Titan hands? Yeah, like the combat is very reminiscent of those two games. The graphical style was very reminiscent of Octopath. And just, it's a very interesting combination of a lot of things. The Imperium will make you burn. Sounds like you could use some ointment for that. Now, let's try a cleave. And so thankfully, whenever it does pick out things, besides the tutorial, it will show resistance to damages, weaknesses. It's a very, competent RPG. Whoops, that didn't work. Maybe a lighter touch. Let's try Hue. Ones you have, your normal, your heavy, flurries, area of effects, counters, combos, lights, and everything's weak, immune, or resistant to something. So with this one, I'm able to hit him early and then break him, and then he can't attack. And then it breaks his armor, or his shields. Or not breaks his shields, but lowers them at least. That's better. Now to slash him for another break. And granted, you can break opponents all the time, and as the instructions said, they do build a break immunity, so they can't be broken all the time, constantly, or else they kind of just breaks the game. The break limit is empty, so much for delaying him. How to defend and minimize damage from his flame attack. Okay, pal, I'm getting sick of you. Let's try and crack your armor with Sunder. This is shield damage, armor damage, and their actual health. So some attacks cause shield damage, some cause armor damage. Just gotta look at them and see what happens. So I do that. Broke him again, he gets stunned. Which leaves him open for attack. I can use those guns right about now. I've got a trail of fighters right behind me. Roger that. Yeesh. Low assist to the rescue, I guess. So while not much to explore in the initial opening areas, it at least provides what you need to know. Fort Garrison saw a lot of action in the Flux Wars, but now it's mostly used for training. Okay, Dav, the guns are powered up. I'll lead these fighters right to you. It'll be like shooting zub-zubs in a barrel. Whatever zub-zubs are, we haven't found out yet. Where'd that ominous otherworldly ship come from? I've got a bad feeling. Davion, pull up. Something else took remote control of the guns. botched the landing. Dav, you're alive. We've got to get out of here. Can you walk? I'm fine, just a little shaken. That was a close call. I found what you're looking for, Mother. He's as pathetic as you said he'd be. Your life, it is nothing. Kinda sounds like Dad, right? Not the time for jokes, Win. Remember, find his weaknesses and exploit it again and again. Maybe I'm sounding like Dad now? So this one, inspection mode. You just, find out more about your enemies. At least as much as you can. So that one down there, you see our right trigger inspect units. So you can look at myself, you can look at Davion, you can look at Laser Eyes here, and then figure everything out. Now we're kind of thrown right into what Davion's abilities are, but we have a pretty basic idea of it. And I'd say one that goes a little bit earlier. I'd say Blade Throw is pretty good, and then we get to work around with what Wing does. Yeah, I'll sunder him too. Just little double hits, and then take out some armor points, or whatever I can. Win. Remember that combo attack we used to practice? The one we broke Dad's Graphhopper doing? Or window doing? That's the one. Now's a good time to try it out again. Good idea. Just make sure we've generated enough fury first. So this one's kind of like a limit break. It's fury. Every character will have one, or have one with certain characters. And let's Vivisect. It'll be weak and after at the same time, push it back. Broke him. Perform it. Shield down. Now we can do the combo attack. So as it is, we have no fury. We going in. Combo combo. And it goes boom. A temporary setback. Mother shall soon have a victory. I don't know, I see this guy having a kind of a Mufasa voice. Stay back, Win. I'll take care of this guy. What he lacks in charisma, he makes up for in hideousness. Mother only wants you, Davion Cyphex. She has no interest in the female. No way you're doing this solo, Dav. We need to work together to defeat him. As you can expect, this is going to kind of be the unwinnable battle. Enough! This is taking far too long, and the results are inevitable. What are you, Thanos? Dab, get back! Be careful! Yeah, he kind of just wrecks Davion. No, this can't be happening. Mother, I've done what you asked. Bring me back. I cannot last much longer. And the Herald just bamps out of there. Don't give up, Dav. I can't do this without you. Dav, come on. Get up. Please? I can't do it without you. So after that bit, we get introduced to the throne room, which it says here you can view details on the Imperium hierarchy and all the currently known leaders, behemoths, and adversaries. And it says from time to time, we'll be brought here to witness events such as deaths, promotions, introductions within the Imperium. and we can access this directly from the main menu. Adversaries are elite soldiers, they are stronger, have unique special traits and abilities, and they can be promoted, evolve, and grow stronger when they're able to defeat you. So they're usually guarding a rare epic crate. So it's also utilizing the Nemesis system from the Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War games, which I found fascinating. And we get to see this guy. So we learn about the Herald, who is an Omega Behemoth. We know about the Overseer, and that's about it. We know that there are lieutenants, commanders, and everything else between these three, amongst all of this. But otherwise, all we know is him. So, yeah. We're gonna exit out of there. Meanwhile, elsewhere. There! I found him! Actually, I think let's see what kind of voice I can think of here. There! I found them! That's where the Imperium have invaded next. They must have already started their attack. Alright, the only thing left to do is turn you on. Beautiful, all systems go. Maybe this fight isn't over after all. I did a pretty good job making you look like a run-of-the-mill servo bot. That should come in handy. Now, J5T-1N. Justin, we have to go outside. I'll let you lead the way. Now we have control of this cute little servo bot named Justin. He's so tiny and adorable. Kind of like a concerned beep noise. These buildings usually aren't on fire. The attack just ended, but they'll be back soon to finish the job. So we have to hurry. The entry point is right over there. Pay attention, J5. You need to walk through this portal and deliver a very important message for me. Find Professor Zurek. They're the only other person I can trust. It might be a little testy, but that's just how geniuses are sometimes. Find them and play the message I gave you. Can you do that? Very happy, showing really cute dog and servobot emojis. I'll take that as a yes. Countless lives depend on you doing that. Now try not to let that give you a big head, or sphere, I suppose. Go through the portal when you're ready. What's that? Don't worry about me. Your mission is the only thing that matters anymore. Peace. Okay, here we go. Let's hope this works. You made it. Good. Now here's hoping you can... There you are. Well, what are you waiting for? You've got me, haven't you? Many of you have told me what Davion meant to you. For that, I thank you. I only wish Davion were here so you could tell him directly. Thank you, Wynn. A moment of silence for our fallen hero, please. Now, a lot of the citizens have things to say here. I'm going to as many as I can. You can pause and give it a quick read if you want to. Pretty much some kind of funny dialogue or nonsensical things. And not much of people have to say anything over here. Now, on to the business at hand. Some of you approached me wondering what the Council plans to do with these raiders, the ones that destroyed the Armada and killed Colonel Safex. And as a member of the Joint Chiefs, let me just say, we have a plan. We will rebuild the Armada, stronger than ever, and we'll send that vessel back to the hell it came from. Cheers ensue. What did I say about not being... Come here, give me whatever message you have. I'm in the middle of studying the most important unexplainable quantum phenomenon of my career, so whatever this is, I really hope it's reality shattering. Hello, Dr. Zurek. Okay, I guess that counts. Let's get to the chase. I'm you, and you're me. We're from different realities. I know this is highly confusing, even to you. I've sent this hyper-advanced server bot across the quantum divide to warn you. Your reality is under attack even as we speak. Does this have anything to do with the Q71 entanglement phenomenon you detected over Narosh? Precisely. You've certainly alerted the Star Union's Council, and they've dispatched the Armada to investigate. You'll learn very soon that the Armada has been destroyed by a starship of unimaginable power cloaked in the entanglement. This ship is from another reality, and its goal is to conquer your entire galaxy. I know, because they've already conquered mine. I've got to warn them? It's far too late. When the Council calls, seeking your brilliant expertise on parallel realities, you'll need to have a plan ready. And that's where I come in. I know these invaders' next move, and how you can stop them. If you follow my lead, your world has a shot. But if you fail, promise me you'll just send your son Justin through to the next reality they invade, because they will never stop. Now listen up, here's the plan. The first step is, reach out to General Geddon and play him this message. You'll need to explain it to him, but it'll help you form the kind of task force necessary to bring this invasion down. So currently we can't go to Narosh or Dagon or the ISS Eternal. We only have Menku. So we see the first one pop up, and his name is Various Brent. I just can't wait to see my family after this is all over. Hopefully they aren't just a figment of my imagination implanted by Mother, but if they are, I'm sure she had her reasons. He might be robotic, but I'm giving him that voice. So we see here, he is enraged when hit with antimatter damage. And he's resistant to heavy attacks, and he's weak against daggers and corruption. Interestingly enough, when I played through the tutorial last time, just getting my footing, he was enraged with normal attacks. So I like that, you know, even between these two playthroughs, he is just that little bit different. Restus Bay. Drop pods coming in. Sorry about that. The engineer said the landing will be smoother. I've gone through worse landings lately. As long as you and that Justin survived, it's a success in my book. You're to help your companions with their pods. They seem to be having a little trouble with the hatches. On it. Come on, Justin, help me out. So here we get to meet our companions. We have Archon, Zerx Nurza, as I read him, Zerx Nurza. How was the trip? All praise the Lord Bochula for delivering us safely to the battlefield. Yeah, times be praised, etc., I get it. Look, you're not going to try and convert me again, are you? He's a pretty cool guy, I think. And then we have Nodo Kalthoris, the Saboteur. I'm locked and loaded and ready to roll out. Let's smoke these bogeys. What? What are you doing? Just talking like a space marine. Don't like it, I can switch to Nodo normal style. Yeah, why don't you do that? No problemo. Normal it is, boyo. Enough chit-chat. Move out and take control of that Imperium base. Kill anything that slows you down. Don't get cocky, though. One of their lead officers will be stationed at the base, and you'll have to go through him. We'll be in contact to provide mission specs along the way. Now lock and load, boyos. Time to tag and bag some Imperium drones. Now roll out. See, I told you that's how Space Marines talk. My spiritual teachings tell me that both paths are favored for our objective. Your wisdom clearly knows no bounds. Psst, boss lady, just so you know, these fundamentalists aren't big on sarcasm. This is true. We preach a radical form of honest discourse, devoid of exaggeration or any form of subtlety. You do? No. That was my demonstration of sarcasm to you, idiot human. Ah, not bad. Hey, got some food. Very nice. The mystery, the magic, the mystique of Titan Hands. In the end, it's just a hand. but a really, really old hand. I know a few collectors who'd pay top dollar for a tight hand like this. So here we collect DNA. DNA, as we'll find out, is the resource used to level up our characters during these low missions. So, and of course, after Wen suffers such an emotional event, she loses half of her attacks. As one would expect. Now, what I like about Xerxes' attacks, one, he gets shields, but also his attacks hit both. And then Nodo has very good quick attacks that just wreck defenses. Now, one thing you might see me do during some of these battles is that on the bottom right, you see this is hold B to skip. It simply just speeds up combat a little bit, just to help speed along the process. Because I know some of these things will take a little bit of time, and I don't want to make the video too long with just the movements of the actions. I'd rather get to the meat of the matter. Let's do a straight shot here. So for example, I can just do this. Shield bots eliminated. And there you go. Quick and easy. Let's see, the only thing that can get in quicker before the bot here is Nodo. Should be able to do enough. Almost now. But Xerxes gets it first. He hits. Bam. There we have it. So we got some more DNA there. Got the total of 8. Should have enough to level up one of the characters at this point. If I kill these guys, we can all go home. Probably. Impressive bit of machinery. Look to the art online, though. Bad time for the Imperium to take a bathroom break. Now we have their guns. Nice to have the element of surprise against these guys for a change. I'd rather not face fire from these things. So here, I'll do a view squad. So leveling up requires DNA. And what's interesting are the levels are reset whenever we return to base and go to the next dimension. So it's kind of a procedural leveling up, and we'll have to reset it every time. But it's kind of interesting. It holds a roguelite sense to that because it's different each time with slightly customizable loadouts, which I think is cool. So you got more health and has a power called Battle Cry. So if we wanted to check, we can look at her and see what she has. In. Which hero shield would you like to improve? Well, I think it's usually a glutton for punishment, so the Saboteur should get some. And then right here, we're going to go fight the Menku Lieutenant. And once again, he says, if I kill these guys, we can all go home. Probably. Here you say that the battle cry is a taunt, gives you 50 plus damage, but requires a little bit of fury to do so. All these attacks in before they do, so they'll all be crits. And should be able to take at least one of them down next turn. Ow. Big hit coming. Yo, he's charging his laser. as we can take down that one. What do a discharge? Nah, let's deploy some shields. 71 needs none of that. And we can do a straight shot there. Well, that one isn't much of a worry anymore. And of course, he's the one that gets shot. He's still a shield, though. Ow. Never mind. Give up. You cannot win. I win. Leave no man-bot thing behind. He's just gonna take straight shots to the face. Oh, he is almost done. What's nice is that battle cries or any of these kinds of reactions don't automatically use the action you're using. So, it's kind of like just free buffs. They don't take up the action of the turn. Here we go. Going down. He is done for. So he's done. He blew up. A mysterious box. How convenient. And here's another low roguelike aspect of it. Then we get gear, but we only get one of these three. So we get one that only Nodo can use, or one that anybody can use, give them more armor. And with this, it looks like the blasters are going to be some of the better things to do. And let's go with the Pyro Blaster. I've never seen anything like this before. I've stolen a lot of the top-of-the-line stuff. Imperium tech is more advanced than ours in every way, so feel free to steal anything you can. Wouldn't mind the opportunity to analyze it. We have much to learn from these invaders before we banquet them to the 4th server of Cyber Hell. Great tech, but does anyone else notice that the Imperium soldiers are a little off? My best guess is that the cross-quantum journey takes a toll on the brain functions. This would explain why they're networked into an advanced AI neural net. Although it's anyone's guess at why they refer to this AI as Mother. Tough guys always talk about their moms, but not me. I was born in a cloning vat, and I wouldn't exactly characterize myself as tough. So we can also level up. We can actually level up both Zerks and Nodo. So he has a new low ability. And then Nodo gets Trick Shots. So now everyone's a little bit more powerful, a little bit more durable. Great job. You slice and dice those bogeys. Now that their base belongs to you, you've earned a break. Set up camp, get some rest, and we'll push on in the morning. And here, this reminded me a lot of Darkest Dungeon, if any of you played that game, which is a fantastic, very brutal RPG, but has a camping function kind of like this. Because there'll be low function cards that cost a certain amount of action points, and you can only use so many, but each person has their own different kinds. And with this one, they are able to build relations with each other. And that's kind of like Fire Emblem to me. So the game really has a lot of influences. And then you can go to other ones. So, you know, he has the ability to give someone this boon for 2 combats, which I think I'd give to her. And then that builds relation as well. And then this is a permanent boost to shields, so let's give it to Zerks. And then, I mean, they both are a little short on health, but Zerks is more, I guess. Might as well do it. Nothing wrong with health. And so with that, camping's done. And we get to see the next lineup of our lieutenants, generals, colonels. I will do anything for the Imperium in the Prime Dimension, and I do mean anything. So now we have Garalak Card, a firewolf, so he's one of those big fire guys. So now we see that, we have all of these that we need to beat up before we're able to escape this dimension and probably move on to Dagon and Norosh. Listen up, team. I have a mission update. Right now, the Imperium can only open small, temporary dimensional gates, but they found a way around this constraint by using Titan core, an ancient ore buried deep beneath the ground of the Titan planets. The atomic structure of these cores has a high degree of quantum stability. If the Imperium manages to get a hold of this energy source, they'll be able to open up a dimensional gate that's stable and big enough to bring in a full-scale invasion force. By the Titans, we must not allow them to invade and overwhelm our galaxy. So you grasp that. It's late, I'm recording. So you grasp the gravity of the situation. The Titan core must remain where the Titans intended it to be, at the dead center of Menku, unseen by the eyes of mortals. We've learned that the Imperium will send a behemoth to remove the Titan core in 3 days. If you stop them here, we can thwart their invasion plans. The Imperium's carved up the area with force fields, hoping to slow you down. Fortunately, Justin here is able to hack their systems. The prof says that it's a new quantum feedback device she engineered from stolen Imperium gear, but I'm not so sure. J5 only has enough energy for 3 barrier breaches before it needs to recharge for the night, so keep a close eye on your time and resources. Now, at J5's command, roll out. I'm starting to think I'm not the leader after all. So here is an interesting objective that's put down in the form of a time constraint for the countdowns. So I have 3 days to do this, so 2 camping sessions, and that's it. Is it possible to fail them? I haven't gotten that far yet. Granted, it says you'll be automatically transported to face the behemoth. You might not want to do that. And then even here, that some areas are only accessible during certain days, so we've got to really plan around that. So there's a lot of strategy that's tossed in here. And with that, we're going to take a break. I want to make this first episode just a little bit longer to introduce all the concepts and things that go on in this game, just because there's a lot going on. But I'm really enjoying it, even through the tutorial and that first level. So if you enjoyed it, leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more content. I'm still continuing my Hades playthrough. I will get back to Darksiders Genesis, and I'll be continuing this one as well. But yeah, definitely leave a like, subscribe, and if you want to leave a comment just telling me how your day was, want to leave a positive message, please do so. I want to start building a positive community here on YouTube. And once again, thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. My name is Alex. This is Armed Up Gaming playing Star Renegades. And I will see you all in the next episode. Take it easy, everyone.